I really did this whole video and accidentally deleted it. It's some bullshit. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about Trisha Paytas and Simply Nessa because everybody is crying all of a sudden. Everybody is coming on YouTube and crying, and I completely get it. I completely get it. December is just tends to be this month of like reflection, self-reflection, and it because it's the last month of the year, people just tend to be sadder. It's the holidays. I get it. I get it. We're first gonna talk about Trisha Paytas. Now, Trisha Paytas came out with a string of videos basically exposing Sean, and basically telling us what mostly everybody knew, that Sean was gay. I don't necessarily, some of the things that Trisha does, I don't agree with. Even if he's not out, I don't think you should be making videos about. I don't. I think it's very unnecessary. But I think she knows that, and that's why she feels sorry for herself. Now, that whole situation was kind of weird how that happened. To me, it's like, are you sure you didn't know he was gay, or are you in denial? Because Sean is not. Sean is very flamboyant. I'm not saying that every guy who's flamboyant is gay, but to me, it's like for you to be surprised that he's gay is worrisome. Because I'm not surprised. And I don't think anybody else is surprised. Because he was very, in his manner, he's very feminine. And I'm not saying, like I said, not every gay guy is feminine, but to me, Sean was feminine. And I don't know. She made a slew of videos exposing him and calling him a liar and stuff like that. The thing is, when you're in love, you have to be very careful, especially if you have a platform like YouTube. You have to be very careful about the things you say about people you do care about. And I do think it's very irresponsible of her to make these videos about somebody she loves. But I get it. A lot of people said that that she's a troll. Now, my whole thing is this. Her being a troll, it the, the it's just, I don't know. My room is kind of a mess, so forgive me. Oop, titty. Um, yeah, I do. I like everybody knows Trisha Paytas for making troll videos and stuff, and she has been known to say that her whole YouTube thing is an act, and and stuff like that. And it's like, fine, if that is the case, then to me it's stupid. But if people want to believe it, it's kind of like the Hills. You know what I'm saying? Like how everybody believed that the Hills was real, but the Hills ended up being fake. If it's real, then my heart goes out to her, and I really do feel like she'll be fine. But if it's not real, then girl, get your coin. I don't know. Get your coin however way you want. I can't be mad at somebody for making money. I can't be mad. Now, if she starts scamming people, then it's an issue. But it, I mean, his is. Am I the only one who's bored with the whole Sean situation? Like, to me, it's like, why are people so interested? But that's neither here or there. Let's talk about Simply Nessa, because Simply Nessa I actually dislike. Um, Nessa has this thing, this way of just throwing a rock and hiding her hand. And she's done this multiple times. Well, she did it with, maybe, okay, as far as I know, she's done it twice. One with Gabella and one with Ilka. Now, Gabella, who's beautiful, Gabella is beautiful, and you can tell she has like a beautiful heart. Um, like, she really kind of bullied the girl on Twitter. And when you have a huge following, it's very irresponsible to call people out or be so, like, people will catch on to who you're talking about. And so, to me, it was very disgusting how um Nessa handled that situation. And initially I did like Nessa because like she was funny, she was her personality was very for some reason I initially thought she was from New York, but she's from Arizona. She's beautiful. She looks like a Bratz doll. Tell me she don't look like a Bratz doll. Anyway, so initially I did like Nessa. I did like Nessa, and then that whole Gabella situation happened, and I saw how she played victim and pretended like she wasn't talking about Gabella in her tweets. And it was like, girl, why? How are you gonna sit there online and pretend? And it's like, I get it. I get it. Like, you don't want to look bad on the internet, but at whose expense? You have no problem making Gabella look bad to make yourself look good when you the one who started it. When you should have just shut the fuck up in the first place. If your relationship with homegirl went south, shut the fuck up. Because one thing that she does is she will say something and she knows her subscribers know who she's talking about and pretend like that's not who she's talking about. Like when she made the video about Ilka, she knew her subscribers was gonna find out who it was. She even kept saying in the video that you guys are, pretty sure you guys are gonna find out. And when people found out, she was like, I really didn't think people were gonna, I honestly didn't think people were gonna find, yes you did. Yeah, she knew, and the thing with her is that she knows exactly what she's doing. Playing victim. The first time with Gabella, when she did what she did, when they had the back and forth and tried to make Gabella look bad, she want to come out with a video talking about, oh, I'm bisexual. Feel sorry for me. Boo-hoo. People might look at me different now. Boo-hoo. No, it's like, girl, if you are bisexual, I feel for you. It's hard out here. I get it. But why would you put it out now? Because everybody's calling you out on your shit? So you need the pity party? Like, you need people to forget the drama and feel sorry for you? Again with Ilka. Now she want to be like, goodbye, YouTube. I'm depressed. So people could completely forget about how you tried to shit on this girl and feel sorry for you. So people can completely forget about how Ilka almost exposed you and kind of did and feel sorry for you. Pity party. Nobody, like, honestly, to me, if you are going through a depression, I feel for you, I pray for you, and I hope you get through this. But you are not nobody's victim, boo-boo. You start shit. And to me, that whole situation with Ilka, girl, she is gorgeous. Gorgeous. That whole situation with Ilka didn't even need to start. It could have started, honestly, and ended when Ilka left Arizona. But you brought it up to light because I honestly feel like Nessa felt like she won something. She won a prize. Girl, you don't win anything. Jan is a piece of shit. I can tell, and I'm all on the other side of the continent. I can tell. Continent. I'm all on the other side, and I can tell Jan is a piece of shit. What do you think you won? A liar? Yeah, girl, you got you a liar. You got yourself a fuck boy. If I was Ilka, I would have been like, girl, you took that headache right off me. Girl, you got half that headache. To me, Ilka kind of looks good. Ilka kind of won because she's not with a fuck boy. Honestly, what it looks like is Jan is using you. The only reason why he's with you is because of your popularity. If it was up to him, I think he would have chose Ilka. Because initially, it sounds like he picked her. So what did you win exactly, Nessa? You didn't win anything. And then you said, oh, he lied to you, but he will never lie to me. I'm like, girl, what kind of dumb bitch logic is that? That sounds like he might have given you an STD, but he wouldn't give me an STD. Like, with that, like, you sound dumb as fuck. You didn't win anything. And that's the one thing about little girls I'll never understand. This whole going back and forth over a guy, a piece of shit at that. Honestly, at the end of the day, Ilka looks like she came out on top. and you just ended up with a piece of garbage. Cause I bet you if Selena Gomez was checking for Jan, he would go right to Selena Gomez. That was random. But you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, at the end of all of this, I do hope you find the peace that you're looking for. But you can only find peace when you find peace within yourself. And I did see that she was low-key kind of apologizing in that goodbye video. But name names, girl, so people know who you're apologizing for. Because that's when you start taking responsibility for your actions. When you start apologizing to people you've hurt specifically. What Nessa did and was doing is dangerous. You don't fuck with people's livelihoods. She could have fucked up Ilka's paper. She could have made Gabella look crazy. But thankfully for those people, a lot of people do have common sense. If you have problem with one, two, three, four, five people, maybe it's not them. Maybe the problem is you. And I hope that goodbye video was your realization that the problem is probably you. And that there needs to be some serious soul searching. And there needs to be some serious accountability for your actions. You don't treat people like that. And to me, it's obviously like this low self-esteem thing. She clearly saw that Ilka was an attractive girl and tried to make her seem like she was less than her, beneath her. Oh, anyway, I'm happy in my relationship. I'm like, okay, girl, go be happy with that lying, cheating motherfucker. Like, girl, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? If I was you, I'd drop that. Girl. Who child? But I say all of that to say this. Women, when it comes to men, you really have to be careful. You have to be careful with the men, and not just men, the people you allow into your life. If somebody treats somebody else bad, what makes you think you're special? What, because he told you? Because he told you you were special, you believe him? Because he told you he was drunk when he kissed her, you believe that? Girl, that's like typical fuckboy language. How do you not know that? I thought you was used to this. Stop acting brand new to this. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that whole situation. Like, to me, Elka won. Elka won this situation, but to each his own. That's all I gotta say. Goodbye.